Steve McMillan, Dr. Steve McMillan. I am an associate professor of management here at Penn State Abington. I've been at Abington now for 12 years. Prior to that, I was at the American College in Bryn Mawr. Prior to going to the doctoral program in 1990, I worked as a project controller and regional controller for Rouse & Associates here in Philadelphia, and also for Andorra Woods Development over in Lafayette Hills. The reason I do this, and the reason why I think this is so important, is I've consulted with a number of different companies over the years, and a lot of times we'll figure out some great things that the company should do in terms of where they should go, what they should do, what they should change, and stuff like that, and it sits on the shelf, and they don't do anything with it. I produce a nice report, they look at it, they pay me, all of this stuff is good, and it never goes anywhere. So I set up this seminar to talk about, okay, when we want to put together something, when we want to say that we're going to change the way an organization, large, small, medium, whatever it may be, let's talk about how we're going to take whatever we've done and actually use it, actually implement it. How do we take this grand scheme, the vision statement, the mission statement, whatever, the new strategies, and translate it into the daily activities? My standard line is, well, if you don't change your reward structure, results aren't going to change, because that's the way it usually works. So we talk about how to change the reward structure, what you could do differently, and what are the likely outcomes going to be. This is typically a one-day seminar. I start out in the morning with how you do the strategy formulation, and then I move over to the implementation part in the afternoon. We usually have a case study that I utilize, so I put people into groups so they can do some of the talking. But the line between education and entertainment is unclear sometimes. To be honest, the difference between executive education, which is what this stuff is, and teaching a regular class is, when you do this, the only person in the room getting a grade is you. There's no test, there's no paper, there's no nothing. I mean, it's only me. And I'm not giving any tests, there's nothing at the end of the day. The only thing that happens is they fill out a form on me. Well, the Speakers Bureau is very useful because what happens is, it is typically what you do, how you get started on this stuff is you do free seminars for like the Better Business Bureau and stuff like that, because they're always looking for lunchtime speakers. They have meetings, the Rotary Club and stuff like that, so you get out there. It's useful because it's offering up some ideas for free that maybe, even if only one person in the room thinks it's a good idea or wants to use you or something like that, it's good. It gets the name of Penn State Abington out there, so they know that, it's not all about undergraduate teaching. It predominantly is here, but we have other things that we can do for people. So I think it's useful from that standpoint also.